Cricket is my passion and I cannot avoid it. Hello and welcome to another episode of Cricket Unplugged with me, your host, Anis Sajan, and with Gulf News. Today, I have a guest who needs no introduction. In fact, he can bowl, he can bat, he can field. He's a champion player. And not to forget, off the field, he can sing and make others dance. He is the one and only one, the champion DJ Bravo. Welcome to the show, DJ.
Thank you very much, sir.
Well, I need to call you sir because the only tag which is missing in your portfolio is sir, because you have achieved so much in the world of cricket.
And funny enough, I just self-named myself and called myself Sir Champion. So
yes. No, but that's the reason you have named yourself Sir Champion, because the way and the amount of glories you have achieved in cricket. So let me first start with, you just announced your retirement in cricket. How does it feel after playing for almost 2 decades of cricket?
Yeah, strangely, I retired, but I haven't fully retired from the game. So I think because I'm still playing, it haven't really hit, the reality hasn't really hit me as yet. But being retired from West Indies international duties and knowing that I will not be representing my country again, I will not be wearing the maroon again, it's kind of satisfying in terms to know that I've been in the international circuit for 18 years, to represent my country for 18 years and have the impact that I have in the game. That as a kid growing up, I never thought that, 18, 20 years ago, someone said to me, in 22 years time, you will be this person you are today. I would have said no chance, So, that's as a young boy growing up in a small village in Trinidad in Santa Cruz, was playing the game for fun as we all started, and then it became something that, I was able to touch a lot of people's lives around the world. And so I have no regrets. I really look forward to my next chapter after full retirement. But at the moment, my fans still has the opportunity to still see me playing. And that's important.
Well, when I said you retired, I obviously meant by retired from West Indies cricket. I'm sure fans around the world would like to see the champion player. Let me tell to all the fans, this is one player. I think he's won 16 titles, 16 T20 titles. That's massive. Bravo. Do you remember all your titles?
Actually, it's funny because I remember all of them because Pollard and myself have a mini competition who win more. And ESPN Cricket Info had stated the 16 titles, but they missed one. I remember I won the Big Bash with Sydney Sixers a few years ago. Like when Big Bash now started, I played like 5 games with them, and Sydney won that tournament. So it's actually 17. So I always tell Pollard, listen, it's not 16, it's 17, because if you look at the names there, Sydney Sixers is not there. So yeah, but I mean, 16 as you mentioned is a lot, and I enjoy winning. That's why I play the game.
Well, I have no doubts about it. I have played against you, rather my team has played against me, and I have always seen that you somehow get the better of the opposition, either with the bat or with the ball or with some spectacular catching. But let me first come to Test cricket. Dwayne Bravo has played 40 Test matches, and his debut was at Lord's. How special was that for you?
Yeah, that was very special because it was my first international tour. I just got selected in the ODI teams, and while the ODI series was going on, I was come to realize that you're also selected in the test squad, and it was like a dream come true to me because that's when the reality finally hit me that, geez, I'm 20 years old and I'm about to live my dream, like literally, because in those days, Test cricket was the ultimate. It was the main thing. And it was every kid's dream to play Test cricket. There was no T20 or no T10. So, and then my hero was the captain, Brian Lara. So it was like reality now started stepping that I'm going to be playing Test cricket with my hero at the home of cricket, Lords. This is the stars that's aligned so perfectly. I just couldn't believe it.
Like you mentioned about your hero, Brian Lara, I was about to ask you, there have been so many heroes. Like for me as a youngster, I remember Clive Lloyd, Sir Vivian Richards, then the era of the fast bowlers. And then you talk about Brian Lara. How was that feeling, playing under your hero, your champion player?
Yeah, it was great because I never thought that I'd get to play with him. To be honest, obviously he's much older than me, and as a kid growing up, I idolized him, and as an 9-year-old boy, I tell my parents, one day I tell my parents I want to be the next Brian Lara, right? But obviously he is left-handed and I'm right-handed, so I was like, okay, there's no chance I can be the next Lara. But I thought that when I started playing international cricket or when I get bigger, he will be finished, but it happened so quickly that at a very early age, I get to make the West Indies team. And there is my hero, Lara, is on the next side of the dressing room. And it's like, obviously I'm shy, even though we come from the same country. It's your hero. It's someone who inspired you to play the game. And now you are going to play the same game with him as your captain. And it was a special moment. And he made it very easy for me because, again, we come from the same village and he really looked after me. And to this day, we share a very strong bond, a strong friendship. So I'm very grateful that I have not much people get to meet their heroes, but to play with their hero and become friends with the hero, that's special.
Oh, I can imagine, playing with your hero is absolutely special, and every player's dream to play with a player like Brian Lara. Now, let me tell to the fans who are going to listen to the show and are going to read about it, Dwayne Bravo has scored 3 test match hundreds. Which one was the special one? All hundreds are special, but 3 test hundreds is no mean feat because playing test cricket is not easy.
I will always, whenever I ask that question, it's hard because the first one will always be special. But I enjoy the 113 in Australia.
The Hobart.
Because, in Hobart. Yeah, the 113 in Australia because that attack had Shane Warne, Brett Lee, Glenn McGrath, so Stuart McGill, and playing in Australia. It was my very first time in Australia playing and to score a test 100 against the #1 team in the world. So that's definitely will be the special one.
All right. And we also want to tell our viewers that he's also picked up 86 test matches wickets in just 40 matches. How special is that, picking up 86 test match wickets?
Yeah, it's special because when I started playing test cricket, I was a batting all-rounder. But 6, 7, I started batting 7, then eventually I went up to number 6. And get 2 6-wicket hauls, one against England in England, and then one against Australia as well. Some top teams, some good spells. I had some good. I think I had a decent test career, but it was a career that was now about to take off, and eventually, circumstances beyond my control, I was dropped. Don't know how I get dropped, but those things are water under the bridge. But that's the only regret I have, that I was not able to fulfill my full test career and my potential. I think I could have done a lot better, but I was dropped at 26 years old. I started at 20, finished at 26, where I was now about to learn and develop into this all-rounder that the world was waiting for.
Well, that's the loss of not only West Indies cricket, but also for fans like us who would have loved to see you on the cricket field in the white ball format, rather red ball format. Now, let me first come to ODI. My memories come from that ODI where you clean bowled Yuvraj Singh in that second ODI in the 2006 series. You were just 3 years into ODI cricket. That match, India had got West Indies on the mat, 198. Ram Naresh Sarwan scored a good knock. And then
Yeah.
West Indies were chasing the game. And then comes Dwayne Bravo, bowls the last over with that slow ball. I probably felt that was the first time you got that slow ball, or you were bowling before that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was bowling it before that, but I think that slow ball, as somebody said to me in an interview, that's what they remember me, that moment. Um, I rock a billion people.
Yes,
It's like I
absolutely.
bowl out a billion people with that slow ball. So yeah, it was a turning point in my career. And as you rightly mentioned, to this day, you still remember it. And a lot of people remember that moment because, I mean, you've heard saying one of the best players in the world, West Indies, already basically lost the game. And instinctively, while running into bowl that ball, I just said, okay, let me just try a slower ball, and it worked. And then I am known for my slower ball because of that moment.
Oh, yes. And mind you, before that match, India were leading the series 1-0. And after that, West Indies did not look back. And they went on to
Yeah.
win the series 4-1. And thanks to you.
Yes. Yeah, it was a turning point, and it gave us that belief that we can actually beat India. Yeah.
And staying stuck at 199 ODI wickets, is that something you always feel that you could have probably definitely got an extra 1 wicket and achieve that mark?
Yeah, I never could get to terms that even as recent as the ODI series where this year Australia playing West Indies and Barbados. I remember the ODI series, it was the last game in that particular series in Barbados, and I was on the team bus heading to the ground because we had T20 practice. And I said to the coach, Phil Simmons, I was like, shh, you can't give me one game. That's one game. I need 1 wicket to become the third West Indian ever in history to get 200 ODI wickets. And he turned to me and he was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, I'm on 199. Like, and he was like, why did you tell me this before? I was like, you gonna give me a game? He was like, well, you never know. And it always play on my mind because, I mean, it's 1 wicket, and I would have been, there's only Walsh and Ambrose ahead of me, and, wasn't able to, again, another time where I regret not being able to play more ODIs because of the politics in West Indies cricket. So it's just sad, but I could do anything for that 1 wicket. I wish I could get that 1 wicket.
You never know. You might still, come back again and probably get a chance. Who knows what is written in the future? But DJ Bravo, who has achieved so much, he gets a chance to play a farewell game. And one of the guys says, come on, Yella, play this game. And you go on to pick up 5 wickets. Why only 1 wicket?
Oh, wow, 5. I'll finish on 2 or 4.
Anyway, since I'm talking about Indian cricket and DJ Bravo, I also remember in that second T20 World Cup in England, that is the time I saw DJ Bravo. And that match which you played against India, you swung first with the ball and then with the bat. Till that
With
time,
the bat.
we knew Bravo, but we did not know DJ Bravo could also do something special in T20. Tell us about that innings. You remember that, I'm sure.
That's the innings in Lords, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you play against India, you're playing against one of the best teams in the world. And I remember obviously MS is the captain and he's there. So the West Indies needed to win that game as well. And we always want, for me, doing well against top teams is what bring the best out of me. So it's India, Australia, South Africa, these teams, they always want to do well. And again, people always remember whenever I do well against India, all Indian fans remember it because it's like they love me, obviously, but they love India. And for whatever reason, most times I come and single-handedly win the game and take defeat from victory from their team. So, but when you're playing against the best, you always want to do your best.
But I tell you, it's not only India. Countries from all around the world who play cricket and who does not even play cricket loves DJ Bravo because he is special. He can bat, as I said, he can bowl. And I believe he's one of the best fielders West Indies has got. I remember Gus Logie, and then I remember
Hmm.
DJ Bravo. I'm not saying because you're right in front of me, but probably I remember you put your hand, pluck out like a mango from the tree. That's how you've taken some special catches. So you could do everything,
Uh,
DJ.
yeah, I was saying a few days ago in the T10, I was sitting in the back of the bus with Shafin Rutherford, Devon Thomas, Dominic Drakes, and Naim Young. And we were talking about Rutherford take a brilliant catch in one of the games. And I was teasing him and said to him, he had no clue how he catch that. He just put his hand. And he started laughing. And then I was like, yo, you remind me of me when I was in like my prime time, you know, and then they all was like, yeah, if it's one thing, when you now came out, like you could have really feel like feeling was something I really passionate about, enjoy, because in school days, I used to goalkeep. I was a goalkeeper in soccer. So I enjoy diving and just making and throwing my body after the ball and all of these things. So I take that same energy into cricket. And yeah, and in my early career, I was known as one of the better fielders in the game.
All right.
Not
You
anymore
have
though.
no. In fact, I want to tell you, you said that you remember in your old days in Sharjah in the T10 game. I remember you took a catch with the one hand. Probably you don't remember that. And my heart was
A
broken.
backward
One of
point.
us, yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And I said, what? And I always told Fleming, this guy only comes against us. He does it across the world, but I can only remember because he comes with the special catches. And we lost that
Yeah,
match
yeah,
again to Maratha
yeah,
Arabians.
yeah. I remember.
Anyway, now how can I not ask you about the two World Cup glories for West Indies, 2014 and 2016? Tell us something about winning two World Cups, the only team to do it.
Yeah, the only team. I'm very happy to be a part of that team to win two World Cups. Obviously, World Cups is very hard to win, and irrespective of the format. And you know, T20 is also a very tough tournament, and you know, to win two World Cups, it's special because the first one, no one gave us a chance. We was in Sri Lanka,
Yes.
and when we get there, you hear so much media talk and pundits give their opinion who's going to win, who's going to be in the top four, and no one mentioned West Indies' name. And there's like Chris Gale, Bravo, Russell, Pollard. We are all sitting there like no one respect us. And then we said, you know what, guys, I think all of us need to really put our heads together and prove to ourselves first that we are the best in the world. And Darren Sammy, our captain, we all buy into it, and we went out there and we won the World Cup. It was on my 29th birthday, the final played.
Yes.
I got the last catch, and it was so special. And we all started celebrating. We went crazy, dancing, doing all kind of funny things, because that meant so much to us, because people see West Indians as individuals. Like Gale has his own individual brilliance, Bravo, and they don't see us as a team. And we wanted to show the world that as much as we are good as individuals, we are good as a team. And we was able to pull that off. And then 2016, again, same things. But what inspired us in 2016 was our board, our cricket board, wasn't in full support of the team, to be honest. They wanted, you know, we had some senior players and we had some disputes and the normal typical politics, and you know, they wasn't really full in support. And funny enough, I remember when we went that in Eden Gardens, the president, the cricket board president was there, and he couldn't even come and say congratulations to the team because you're so embarrassed, you're so ashamed. But to see the entire 80,000 people in Eden Garden dancing to Champion, and the entire stadium and everybody is like, and this song Champion just become so mega. I was like, wow.
Well, that was going to be my next question. How did you come up with this song that you knew you are a champion and you knew that you're going to win the World Cup? What inspired you to get this song?
I'm going to tell you this is an exclusive interview because I haven't said this to, maybe once I ever said this to someone else, but the inspiration behind Champion, a lot of people think that I wrote the song Champion just before the World Cup. It wasn't that. It came from the story was 2014. I get dropped from the West Indies ODI team. 2015 was the 50 over World Cup in Australia. And I was also dropped from that team. And at that time, it was the lowest moment in my cricketing career. I was like, okay, my test career is done, my ODI career is done. Like, I don't know what's next for me now. And I was feeling sad, to be honest. And the West Indies went to the World Cup. I wasn't there. And then a few months later, there was a CPL. And comes the CPL, I had to pick up myself as the captain and lead my team. And I lead my team to the very first CPL trophy. And at that point in time, I felt like I get back my energy. I'm back on top of the world again. So despite what was going on in my life prior to 2 months, now to come and win the biggest T20 trophy in the Caribbean, I feel like I'm back. So I said to my friend, fuck, I'm a champion. Despite of what they tried to do to me, I will always rise. And I went to the studio in Jamaica. I flew out from Trinidad and I went to Jamaica. And I meet my friend and I said, I'm back on top of the world again. Let's do this song. And I started recording the song and names just keep coming to me. While I'm in the studio, names keep coming with the tagline Champion. So I recorded the song in the end of 2015. Like August 2015, I recorded the song and I never released the song. I kept it until 2016, I released it. And that's when it becomes this mega hit. I had a big launch in Mumbai. I told my management team, listen, I need to release this song. We're going to use this song to inspire us for the World Cup. And I remember Chris Gayle, the very first game, we played England in Wankhede. Chris Gayle scored 100 and he started doing the dance. And after Chris Gayle did the dance, that's when it became viral. And obviously after winning the World Cup, it becomes the mega hit. So that's the real honest story about Champion. So I recorded it in 2015, only released it in 2016.
Wow, that's so nice of you. And I'm sure all the fans who are going to listen to this are going to get goosebumps. And mind you, in that 2016, not only you broke Ben Stokes' heart, but first you all broke India's heart in Mumbai, where you launched the song. Well, we all thought we were going to win the match, but there comes West Indies and they take the game away from India.
Yeah, again, West Indies always spoil India party. And again, it's a team that we all gear up for, and then to beat India in India. But you know what was a special moment there? We actually received a standing ovation in Wankhede.
Yes,
that
I'm
afternoon.
aware. I was there in the stadium and I was crying, but I saw the standing ovation.
Yes, and it's like, wow, because I mean, we have our fan base are so big in India, West Indian players, is that we all know that if, apart from India as the main team, most Indian fans support West Indies. And it's like two of their favorite teams competing against each other, and then one have to lose, and obviously, unfortunately, India lose. But to see the Indian fans give us a standing ovation and supported us, and then by extension, when we went to Eden Gardens to play the final, I mean, we play in England, but 80%, 90% of the fans were supporting West Indies.
100%, not 80%, 90%. I remember there were 5 fans in the Eden Gardens and 11 England players.
Yeah. It was special. And as I say, for us, India means so much to me, and playing in India means so much for me and my brand, and I just love the country, and happy to have a presence and an impact in a country that is so far away from my home.
Absolutely, no doubt. And then that song became so viral. Can you tell our fans the number of views you got on that song, DJ Bravo, Champion Bravo?
I think it's over 110 million views. I'm not sure how much it
It's
is
more
now.
than that, more than that, more than that. But the
More,
fact remains 110 million to launch a song for a team player who has beaten India and gets so popular. That shows the amount of love you get in India and all over the world, DJ Bravo.
Yeah, definitely. I can't. It's one thing. Hats off to my fans and to the people in India and that country. Um, that's why I always enjoy coming to India. I do a lot of songs also with with a kind of Indian touch towards it as well.
All right. Now, since we are talking about India, I wouldn't be unfair if I don't talk to you about your IPL. You've done so many things in the IPL, but I want to especially talk about the 2018 IPL, where you were termed as a dad's army, and the first match which turned the game against Mumbai Indians in Mumbai, where you tore apart Jasprit Bumrah, the best bowler in the world. Yeah. I mean, what did you do? What did you eat that day for evening snacks?
Yeah, as you mentioned, 2018 IPL. It was a big moment. It was the return of CSK, and obviously we missed the previous 2 years. And after the auction, everyone, as you mentioned, called us the Dead Army, the grandpa team of the IPL. There are so many names and memes about Chennai Super Kings, and I remember watching the auction. I was in Australia watching the auction because I had no clue if I was going to end up back in CSK. And CSK, the Kings 11 Punjab won the bid for me, and CSK used the right to match card. And at the time, I wasn't sure of the crore figure. So then I asked, okay, 6.4 crore, what is in dollars? And then Pollard turned to me and said, "That's $1 million." I said, $1 million. I said, "Are you joking?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Wow, I can't." And so there was some pressure coming into that IPL season, because one, again, it was a team was selected. Remember, we picked Shane Watson, Faf, myself. We were all in our mid-30s. There's MS and Ambati Raidu, and people started laughing about our team. And and when the game started, obviously Mumbai is always CSK's toughest opponent. And the game started, we bowled first, and then we had to chase 160 odd, and then all of a sudden CSK was maybe like 60 for 6 or something like that when I walked into bat. And I don't know, I just said to myself, there's no chance we could win this. Let me go and enjoy. Let me give it my best shot. And it so happened that it clicked, and that was one of my best IPL innings ever. But the pressure of coming in to prove to the world that we are not the Dead Army, we are not a grandpa team, and the fact that I just get bought for $1 million, it was like I had to prove to myself that at 34 that I would what I must get bought for. So, and that after that game, MS said to us in the dressing room, irrespective of us winning this game or losing this game, the way how we come back from that position we was, this should inspire us all to go ahead with the rest of this tournament and hopefully win it. And we went and win it. So it's special.
And after the heartbreak in 2019 and slump in 20, can come back and win this year. What is with CSK and you guys? What do you do?
I think a lot of credit have to be given to the management team, obviously Fleming and MS, but more so the owners, the off the field stuff, because they don't get involved much and they are very consistent with the way how they do things. And that's a good thing about Chennai Super Kings. And MS, yes, we had a bad season. It was the first time in the history that CSK never qualified for the playoffs. And another franchisee, some other owners might have panicked and said, okay, that's it, enough is enough. let's get rid of everybody. Let's start a clean slate. But what CSK did, they retained everyone. Only Shane Watson was retired, and he was the only person wasn't involved. And MS, being MS, is like, no problem. They're not going to be bad cricketers in less than 10 months. Let's keep them anyways and see. And we came back again with the tagline of the grandpas of the IPL, but we had some unfinished business, and we wanted to prove to ourselves as a team first, and also to our fans that we might be older, yes, but we're still the best team. We're still Chennai Super Kings, and people have to respect that name and that franchise. And it started off in India, then come to a halt. We were doing well. We were on top of the table. And then we are, because of the pandemic, unfortunately, we have to postpone. And when we come for the second leg in UAE, again, no one gave us a chance because they're like, oh, this is UAE now. It's different from India. These players will not be able to perform, and the rest is history. So I think we just wanted to let people know that Chennai Super Kings is Chennai Super Kings.
Chennai Super Kings is not Chennai Super Kings. They are the champion team who has Dwayne Bravo. Anyway, we've had a lot of talk about cricket. Let me ask you some fun questions, just a quick fire.
Yeah.
You know, the best finisher, Kiran Pollard or MS Dhoni?
The best what? Finisher?
Yeah.
Oh
I didn't take your name.
God.
I didn't take your name. That's why I asked you Pollard or MS Dhoni.
In ODIs, MS Dhoni.
In general, you've been diplomatic, so you can be honest about what you want to say.
The best finisher will be MS.
All right. In the Bollywood, I'm sure everybody knows you in India. Your favorite heroine, Priyanka Chopra, Deepika Padukone, or Katrina Kaif?
Deepika.
All right. Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo. I had no doubts about it. McDonald's or KFC?
KFC.
Okay. Who's the funniest in the dressing room? I know we all know it's Bravo, but apart from Raidu, anybody else?
In CSK dressing room?
Yes.
Apart from Raidu will be
there was Harbhajan Singh once upon a time.
Baji is very funny. I think Raidu, I will go with Raidu. I know you said apart from him, but I will stick with Raidu.
All right. So you have two calm people in your franchise. One is MS, one is Fleming. Who's the calmest of the two? If you have to select the calmest of the two. MS is calmer than Fleming?
Yeah.
All right. Evening by the pool or by the beach?
By the pool.
By the pool. And last question. If Bravo had to select one thing apart from cricket, what would have been? Of course, we all know about your singing thing, but do you think Bravo would be interested to enter Bollywood? If he gets a chance?
Yeah, 100%.
And I dare tell you, Bravo, not because you've come on my show. A lot of people will be seeing this show. And of course, you will be on our film fair. A lot of people will definitely see Dwayne Bravo very soon in the film industry.
Yeah, thank you very much.
No, I am not saying because you're on the show. People love you in India. Maybe you come in a negative role or a positive role. Dwayne Bravo, it'll be there in the Bollywood industry.
Thank you very much, sir. I look forward to that.
Thank you so much for giving us your time. I wanted to ask one question before you have to do another interview with the film fair. DJ B47, your first project after retirement. Can you tell to our fans?
Yeah, it's my brand, it's my clothing line, and I want my fans to go and get the DJ Bravo, be a champion, I want my fans to be associated with me, and my team has come up with some really cool designs, and it's available. They can go on Myntra. It's available online on Myntra, Agio, and obviously the DJ Bravo cricket47.com website. So yeah, it's some cool stuff, and there's some more in the making.
So we, wish you good luck for this project, and our support will be there with you. And good luck for the future. And Simons, I'm sure you'll be back again with a lot of franchise team will be still hoping that DJ Bravo is a champion. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.